Hi, I'm Richard Holcomb, and thanks for joining us today for Who Rocks New Mexico? Today we'll visit with Dr. David Calkins, who has a drug-free treatment for pain. Then we'll see how Mountain West Sales makes it easy to choose the right fireplace for your home. Then we'll experience Sunset Memorial Park, a place of beauty and peace. But first, let's see how Dr. Greg Lepore and his staff have taken dentistry to a whole new level.
I'm Dr. Greg Lepore. This is my wife, Paige. We co-own this business. I'm the dentist. I kind of kid. It's her job to get them here, and it's my job to keep them here.
He's an amazing dentist. He's also an amazing husband, and a lot of people are amazed that we work together, but we've done this quite well for nearly 17 years.
I've worked for Dr. Lepore since 2007.
And I've worked for him since 2011. Oh, I love my job. I'm never going anywhere else.
The teamwork here, the education here that I get from
Absolutely.
Dr. Lepore.
And we're always getting better.
Every day. Every day's a new day.
My name is Laura Gwynn, and I've been a dental technician for 35 years. 20 of which I've been here with Dr. Lepore. I make all the veneers and crowns that are all porcelain here in the office. And I just get to be part of helping people feel good about themselves and their smiles.
I've been working for Dr. Lepore for nearly 10 years now. I love working here. It's a great team atmosphere. We all have such a great time taking care of everyone that walks in our door.
This office is amazing. Dr. Lepore provides us a spectacular environment to work in. The level of care that he provides here for our patients inspires us to be better employees.
Oftentimes I tell patients, you know, if you have any dental pain, this is the place to be because we are going to take great care of you.
One of the things that makes this work is we really do love what we do. We love dentistry. We love our patients. We love the community of Albuquerque. We feel very blessed to come to work every day and make a difference in what we do.
Finding out you have skin cancer can be a difficult diagnosis to accept, and unfortunately, skin cancer is a diagnosis that many New Mexicans face because while our beautiful sunshine is a great reason to love living in the land of enchantment, it also puts us at higher risk for developing skin cancer. For years, surgery has been the most common way to treat skin cancer, and while surgery is effective, it's also invasive and often painful, leaving behind scars from the treatment. But now there's a better and pain-free way to treat non-melanoma skin cancer. The New Mexico Cancer Center is the only place in the state that treats basal cell skin cancer and squamous cell skin cancer without surgery. The New Mexico Cancer Center team uses a specialized system that delivers a very precise dose of radiation to the skin cancer and a small margin around it, destroying the damaged cells while protecting the surrounding skin. And this means no cutting, no pain, no downtime, and no scarring.
With this kind of non-invasive radiation therapy, it's a few short treatments. Each treatment takes less than 30 seconds once the patient is set up, and patients can go straight from treatment to the golf course or the pool. There's no downtime, there's no restriction in their regular activities.
When treating something as serious as skin cancer, it's a good idea to understand the different treatment options available to you. Some cases require surgery, but many others can be successfully treated using this non-invasive approach that only New Mexico Cancer Center offers. The procedure is covered by most major medical insurance plans and Medicaid. So if you are facing a skin cancer diagnosis, call the New Mexico Cancer Center to schedule your consultation. The New Mexico Cancer Center, your strongest ally to conquer cancer. Coming up next, what's new in fireplaces at Mountain West Sales?
I'm Steve McKee, president of McKee Wallworking Company and author of When Growth Stalls and Power Branding, with a tip about how you can make your business rock. Starbucks got a lot of press a few years back for shutting down every one of its 7,000 plus stores for 2 hours to conduct employee training and renew its focus on the customer. Some people called it a publicity stunt, but I think it was meant to show that Starbucks was serious about its expectations that all 135,000 employees live the brand. The longer I'm in business, the more I've come to believe that companies that overlook internal branding are doing themselves a critical disservice. Every decision every employee makes has an impact, small or large, on your brand. Starbucks isn't the only brand that understands this. Disney has long referred to its theme park employees as cast members to ensure that they understand they're always on stage. And there's no more succinct statement of purpose than Semper Fidelis, which the Marine Corps says is more than a motto, it's a way of life. When your employees are clear about your brand's orientation and intentions, they can bridge the gap between perception and reality, promise and delivery, credibility and hypocrisy. And never has this been more important than in today's interconnected world, where customer and employee commentary in social media has an immediate impact, for good or for ill, on a widespread scale. You probably pay a lot of attention to your external marketing efforts, but if you don't have an effective internal branding program in place, think hard about reallocating some of your marketing budget to set one up. It could be one of the best investments you'll ever make.
Approximately 6 million visitors come to Albuquerque each year, all year long. They represent millions of dollars to our economy, so we need to welcome them and treat them right. You may think that hospitality training is just for people in the hospitality industry, like restaurants and hotels, right? Well, hospitals, pharmacies, gas stations, fast food restaurants, and many others also qualify. If your business touches or has the potential to touch our visitors, then you should consider attending one of our Albuquerque Concierge Excellence or ACE trainings.
A lot of informative information about Albuquerque and kind of reminding me the things that I do love about Albuquerque and looking at it as a local, but also keeping in mind of a tourist and reminding myself to try these places out, and that way I'm able to recommend and talk really highly about Albuquerque and what we have to offer.
If you're looking for a way for you and your staff to enhance your customer service experience, Visit Albuquerque would like to invite you to join us at one of our monthly ACE classes. The 3-hour course explores things to do and see in the Albuquerque area, as well as the do's and don'ts of customer service. ACE is helpful for all positions, and it's worth the $25 per student investment. To learn how you can make each guest experience better, call 505-222-4338 or email partnerevents@visitabq.org. Let's discover why Mountain West Sales is the go-to place for fireplaces, inserts, and related products.
My dad worked in the lumber business for about 12 years or so, and then he started Mountain West Sales in 1989. He was selling wood-burning fireplaces at the lumber yard where he was working right before he started this business. And he talked to the rep for Heatolator Fireplaces and bought a truckload of fireplaces, and that's how that got started. In the beginning it was just simple wood-burning fireplaces, and so the product offering has really expanded a lot over that time. With the invention of direct vent gas fireplaces, which are very highly efficient fireplaces that don't use any room air for combustion, they've really been able to come up with a lot of different things. So you can see behind me, these are some of the more popular looks that we have now with the contemporary styles, with linear burners, burners that are hidden, and then different media choices. So instead of just logs, we have stones or glass of various colors. You can get LED lights inside the fireplace so that you can have the fireplace doing something in the months that you wouldn't actually have a fire inside of there. So there's really so many looks for so many different styles of homes that we have now. We have a huge selection. We carry 5 or 6 major brands, lots of different fuel sources, and almost everything that we carry there's an example of here in the showroom, so that people can really come in and actually experience the product. The architect Frank Lloyd Wright said that the fireplace is the heart of the home, and we have so many different striking, contemporary, and traditional looks that it can be a real centerpiece of the house now, which is what it's supposed to be. I really recommend you come down to our showroom and take a look if you're in the market for any of these products. We've got, I think, the best selection in town. I know that our staff here are the most knowledgeable, personable, and easygoing that you'll find anywhere. There's not a lot of pressure. We just answer your questions and provide you with solutions.
You know, Valley Fence Company, we've been here since 1969. My father started the business. We've had tremendous growth, just basically hard work in the early years.
Valley Fence Company's growth can be attributed, I think, to my grandfather's hard work and his work ethic and my father's vision. When you combine the two, you know, it really ended up being something special, and it's really helped us grow over the years.
This is our plasma cutter. We started it out about 2 years ago. We just feel that it brings a whole new dynamic and different division to our business. This serves both residential and commercial. There's so many things that the engineers and architects are now requiring that we can now fulfill. Same thing with our residential customers. They're now asking for more and more and more, and now this gives us the availability to offer them.
Plasma cutting has just opened us up to a world of opportunities. Once upon a time, you were limited with the amount of custom work you could offer your customers. Now, that is certainly not the case. If you can think it, we can do it. We have a ton of applications when it comes to our new plasma cutter. We can do it on commercial projects where we're fabricating pieces and parts that go for these large projects. Or it can be for your home where we're doing custom work, custom gates, or sometimes we're doing fence that even matches accents to your home.
If you can get it to us and imagine it, we put it on paper, we can put it in and we can get that design for you.
Valley Fence Company is rooted in our community. We're happy to be from the South Valley. We're happy to be locally owned and from New Mexico and a multiple generational business. I'm the third generation to work for the family business.
We just love our state. We love our community. We want to give back to that. We know that that's what's made our company successful. And we're not going anywhere. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. And we're going to be here for you today, tomorrow, and in 20 years from now.
Coming up next, the active adult lifestyle at Jubilee Los Lunas.
What every child deserves.
To be safe in our home.
Food and clothes.
Not to be hurt.
A good education.
To grow up with our brothers and sisters.
To be loved, valued, and respected.
El Ranchito is a loving and stable children's home where brothers and sisters can live together as they grow into adulthood or until they can be reunited with their families. With your help, El Ranchito de los Niños will continue its mission for years to come. Learn how you can help. Call us today.
Most patients come to us not knowing exactly what's wrong. They're tired, their legs ache, and they're embarrassed about unsightly veins. We start by understanding who you are, where you come from, and what is important in your life. Then we spend time teaching you about venous disease, its causes, treatments, and the results that will help you live your life with more energy and less pain.
I've been a very active person, and I noticed some changes that were happening. I've always been a runner. I noticed that if I ran 2 days in a row, my legs were very heavy. I knew I had to do something, and that's when I found the Vein Center.
Most of my career was spent in cardiology. I know how to fix hearts, and I've become passionate about fixing legs. Bringing the blood up from the feet and back up to the heart is critical for good health.
The results are better than anything I anticipated. I've been very pleased with them. They are so welcoming. They're just such an excellent staff.
Let us help you look better, feel better, and live better.
In today's competitive marketing environment, there's a lot of buzz about drone video. Businesses of all types are looking skyward for better images to promote their companies, products, and services. Communities large and small are using drone video for economic development and tourism applications. Real estate agents know the value of drone video as a powerful selling tool for the homes, commercial buildings, and properties that they represent. Even ranchers are finding new and unique uses for drone video. And everyone wants professional drone video for their websites, social media, trade shows, and more. That's why Cliff Dweller Digital has 3 full-time FAA-certified drone pilots on staff. They'll consult with you to ensure that your drone footage captures exactly what you want and need. Nothing compares to drone video, shot indoors or out by the professionals with more drone capabilities and experience than anyone else in New Mexico. Cliff Dweller Digital. Check us out at cliffdwellerdigital.com or call Andrew at 505-363-2796. We look forward to working with you.
Jubilee is just a beautiful community, but I think what really makes it special is the people who live here. They're just absolutely warm and inviting and couldn't be more welcoming to those that are moving into the community. Another thing that makes Jubilee so wonderful is that we have 8 floor plans ranging from 1,405 square feet all the way up to 2,612 square feet. But with that, you have the ability to be able to customize your home. We've had people move interior walls, but also exterior walls to make the home larger. 3-car garages, even on our smaller plans, totally doable here at Jubilee. So whatever it is that you want in your home, we're able to make that happen for you. We have 3 beautiful new models here at Jubilee. All of them are single story, and they all have wonderful spaces for entertaining, because that's the idea in an active adult community, is you come here to be social. These models are just fabulous, so let's go take a look. If you're thinking of downsizing, the Plan 1553 would be a wonderful option for you. Even though it's one of our smaller plans, it has all the room exactly where you'll need it. If you're looking for a little more room, our Plan 2178 would be a great option. Its spacious great room open to the kitchen and dining area are perfect for entertaining. If you want to go all out, then you'll love our 2,612 square foot model. With a standard 3-car garage and lots of interior living space, you'll be more than comfortable in this home. If you like being active, there's tons of things to do here at Jubilee. We've got tennis courts, pickleball courts. We've got a junior Olympic-sized pool where we do water aerobics, aqua zumba. You can take swim lessons. We've got a beautiful hot tub. We have bocce courts. There's a beautiful pub room with 2 pool tables that are active almost all the time with pool players. And who would think? We also have an observatory, an archery range, and a community garden. Choices is what Jubilee is all about. Choices in your home, as well as in your active lifestyle.
Let's discover why Sunset Memorial Park, New Mexico's most beautiful cemetery, has received national recognition.
It's time to think differently about cemeteries. Meet Sunset Memorial Park, New Mexico's most beautiful cemetery. If you've driven on Manal just west of I-25, you've probably passed it thinking it's simply an expansive tree-filled park. It is, and so much more. Recognized nationally for its scenic charm, captivating elegance, and majestic park-like setting, Sunset Memorial Park is unlike any cemetery you've ever seen. People come here to walk, jog, walk their dogs, and relax. It's just that kind of place. And while the lush green grass and canopy of leaves makes every part of Sunset Memorial Park desirable, you'll find our Centennial Urn Garden a burial place unlike any other. Designed to be a sanctuary for the soul, a peaceful garden for reflection, and an inspirational setting for the celebration of life, the Urn Garden offers warmth and peace to all who enter. Sometimes it's hard to think about the inevitable. Not here. There's something so welcoming, so inviting, and yet so comforting. It's easy to imagine this garden as a final resting place. There's beauty everywhere you look. In the Santa Fe architecture, tranquil fountains, lush foliage, Kiva fireplace, and amazing bronzes, and the beauty continues through every season, gently casting its colors and textures on the wall niches and burial areas throughout the garden. Many people are so moved by the tranquility of the Urn Garden that they choose to ensure that they have a place here. Some even have their names and birth dates engraved. The families of those who pre-plan are always grateful that, in a time of grief, the majority of decisions have already been made, giving them the opportunity to focus on the celebration of life rather than the difficult details. Whether you choose to pre-plan or simply learn more, we invite you to come and walk through the Centennial Urn Garden and experience the peace and tranquility that this garden offers to all.
For more than 60 years, the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central New Mexico have provided children between the ages of 5 and 18 a safe place to learn and grow.
Our goal is to enable and inspire kids to make them productive citizens of our community. And we do that every day of the week with over 400 children a day.
I love to play flag football.
And I like to play in the gym and on the computers.
I like to play pool, I like to play ping pong.
I like to hang out with my friends, maybe play pool or eat snack.
We are grateful for all the businesses and all the people in this community that donate to the Boys and Girls Club and invest in our children. That's what it's all about, is investing in our future.
Part of what we're doing here is we're part of a $2.5 million renovation across the nation initiative that Lowe's has launched, in which 50 Boys and Girls Clubs across the nation are getting remodeled. Lowe's is doing this because we are part of our community. This is our community here. Right down the road from where our store is at, right up the road, we have another store. So we want to give back to our community, and the way we do that is by volunteering to do this kind of work.
We appreciate businesses like Lowe's and lots of other companies in this community and lots of individuals that really support the Boys and Girls Club on an annual basis. Without them, we couldn't do what we do every day of the week, providing a positive place for kids in our community. It is so important that we have alumni throughout this community getting engaged in the Boys and Girls Club. Great example is these young people that joined the Boys and Girls Club years ago, and they're still friends, and they're possibly business partners. And they joined at the Boys and Girls Club because they had a great place to go, and now they're lifelong friends.
Some of my friends, like Elijah, are one of my bestest friends.
We meet our friends here. They're really, really nice to me because they know I'm new here.
I go to a different school than all my friends do, so I like hanging out with them and playing sports with them.
I always feel like I have someone to talk to here, and so I always have fun.
What a great place to grow up and meet kids from different backgrounds. Pete and I met at the Boys and Girls Club.
We met during elementary school. We started playing around outside the Boys and Girls Club and ended up joining it, and then from there took a love of sports. It's one thing to start friendships there that lasted throughout middle school, high school, and those friendships still last today.
Yes, they do.
He's a pretty good barber. Not so good of a basketball player, but he's pretty good barber.
Boys and Girls Club is our lead partner agency for our after-school activities. We roughly about 100 students who attend our program with about an 80% attendance rate with their students at Emerson. We are a community school. Our number one focus is to have an opportunity for students to have a warm, safe environment to learn, to read, to write, to do math, but also have fun while they do that here at Emerson after school.
I want to be a soccer player.
I want to be a veterinarian.
I want to be an artist like my mom. I want to be a soccer professional.
I want to be a professional dirt bike racer.
I want to have my own either heavy metal or dubstep band.
These children every day when I walk into these Boys and Girls Clubs inspire me, because I remember at age 7 years old, I was one of those kids coming to the Boys and Girls Club, and here I am over 40 years later working in the Boys and Girls Club professionally. Your support means everything to us, helping our children on a daily basis.
Santa Rosa, New Mexico is a small town along I-40 with a heritage that harkens back to the days of old Route 66. But there's a doctor here using state-of-the-art cutting-edge technology to help people reduce or eliminate pain without the use of narcotics. Meet Dr. David Calkins.
What I do is actually try and find out why you hurt first. And then once I figure out the exact reason you hurt, I use the technology that's available to get rid of as much of your pain as possible. It's hard to find a good pain guy, and most of the people I see have already seen a lot of people, and a lot of them have even had surgeries.
There's new technology that allows us to do really minimally invasive procedures that interrupt the nerve signals that send a pain signal to your brain. It's an outpatient procedure. It's relatively pain-free.
Because what I'm doing is I'm taking little tiny bits of very dense local anesthetic and putting specific nerves to sleep to see if I can make your pain go away.
The idea there is to see if we're in the right spot.
If that works, then at our next visit, I'll go in there and knock those nerves out with a special technology called radio frequency.
A very small microwave generator heats up the nerve that's sending the pain signal and eliminates that nerve's ability to transmit a pain signal.
Radio frequency ablation can be an effective treatment for a variety of conditions, including back pain, neck pain, headaches, hip, shoulder, and knee pain, as well as others.
Half the people, the pain goes away forever. The other half, it's only a couple years. So unluckily for you, you may have to look at me every 2 years.
My back has been broken twice, and I've had back problems all my life, I guess, and arthritis set in, and Dr. Calkins did those procedures on me. I feel a whole lot better. I don't hurt. He got me to where I could walk again without help.
I seen Dr. Calkins because I had a really bad sciatica pain. I dealt with it on and off for about 4 or 5 years. I'm very grateful to Dr. Calkins. He helped me out quite a bit. I'm doing really well, and I'm very, very grateful to him for that.
This procedure is covered by all insurance companies. It is a fraction of the cost of surgery.
Santa Rosa is about an hour and a half from Albuquerque. But once you've been to everybody else, if you want to get better, just come see me.
Rocky Mountain Stone does all types of dimensional stone work. A lot of that includes countertops, some cladding, some paving, some furniture, that sort of thing. But predominantly it's countertops. The materials that we use for countertops, typically granite is the premier material, if you will. One of the reasons that granite's such a great material, it has a very high resistance to heat. It's not affected by acids. It is sealed at the factory and in our shop. So it's pretty much bulletproof in a kitchen. And it's beautiful. It's like a jewel in your kitchen, if you will. We stock about 100 different colors, and there's probably 200 different colors available in this market. One of the new materials that's come out on the market is quartzite, and quartzite is a natural stone that's pure quartz, so it doesn't have any of the mica or feldspar in it, and it typically looks more like a marble than granite, and it is really, really hard material. The other species of stone that are available are travertine and onyx and soapstone. One of the characteristics of onyx is that it's translucent, so it can be backlit, makes for a really cool presentation. There's different levels of remodels in a kitchen. Some people just want to get rid of the laminate and put in a nice countertop, and it's like changing out the whole kitchen. It's like getting a new kitchen. Some people want to do a full-blown remodel with new cabinets and new countertops and new backsplash, and we can help them with all of that. We can do everything from the tear out through setting the tile. We're located about 7/10 of a mile south of Jefferson on the west frontage road of I-25. We're open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 till noon on Saturdays.
Well, that's all the time we have this week on Who Rocks New Mexico, and I'd just like to wish all of you the happiest of holidays. And remember, when you're out and about and see any of our men and women in uniform, be sure and thank them for their service. I'm Richard Holcomb, and we'll see you back here again next week for another episode of Who Rocks New Mexico. Merry Christmas, everybody.